Hello everybody, we are the first year students in Faculty of Engineering of SLIIT. We are group 19 of the module of Introduction to Sustainable Engineering, which has the manufacturing of desiccated coconut as our presentation. First of all, I want to thank our lecturer, Professor Shirome Karunaratna, and all the instructors who are in charge of other manufacturing industries. I'm Bihara, the leader of this group, and I have Himesha, Kavishka, and Kasun as my group members. Now I'm going to list out the main life cycle stages, shareholders, and duration that is spent to achieve each life cycle stage in manufacturing of desiccated coconut industry. After taking the plucked coconuts to the factory, first step is the husking and deshelling of coconuts. It lasts for about 1 to 2 minutes to complete both tasks for a coconut where factory workers and engineers takes part in it. Then comes the tester removing step, which is also lasting for about 1 to 1.5 minutes for a coconut, where the factory workers use a special kind of knife to separate testa and coconut meat, and engineers can also take as a stakeholder in this process. Next, we have grating of coconut meat as the life cycle stage of manufacturing of desiccated coconut. This step lasts for about 2 to 3 minutes per a coconut because it is done by a machine which will control by machine operators, engineers, and factory workers. Then comes the drying of coconut flakes that can be done by solar power or using machines. If we use solar power to dry grated coconut, then it will take about 1.5 days per 1 kilogram of coconut flakes if it receives full solar power. If we use a machine, it will take less time than before, like 1 hour for 1 kilogram of coconut flakes. We can take in this process, we can take engineers, machine operators, and factory workers as shareholders. We need to let the dried coconut flakes cool down to room temperature using machines for about 20 minutes per a kilogram of coconut flakes. Machine operators, engineers, and factory workers are the main stakeholders in this life cycle stage. Grading of coconut is done by inspectors who are factory workers, where they categorize coconut flakes, checking whether the relevant amount of moisture is present in the desiccated coconut that they made. Engineers and machine operators can take as stakeholders of this process, which lasts for about 2 to 3 minutes per a kilogram of desiccated coconut. Finally, we can get sorted desiccated coconut, which can straightly use. Then properly dried desiccated coconut are packaged and stocked until they are labeled and put it to the market. Now I like to invite Himesha to continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Bihara. As you can see on the screen, I'll explain in the process of desiccated coconut certainty. The process of producing desiccated coconut involves several key steps. First of all, we need to measure coconut that are harvested from the coconut trees. After that, the outer husk of the coconut is removed, leaving the hard inner shell. After that, we should do deshelling. Then the hard shell is cracked open to reveal the white coconut meat inside. It's called removing of testa. The coconut meat is grated or shredded into the fine pieces using specialized machinery. The grated coconut is spread out and dried either through sunlight hot air drying, or a combination of both. This process removes moisture from the coconut, resulting in a lower water content. After drying, the grated coconut is allowed to cool down before further processing. After that, it provides grating desiccated coconut as a main output. This is the this is the flow chart that we made after reference is the YouTube video that is mentioned in the reference below. Thank you. Now I will pass on to Kavishka to continue the presentation from here onwards.
Thank you, Himesha. So I'm going to speak about the functional unit which is used in the production of desiccated coconut. When speaking about functional unit, it can be defined as a quantity of product or product system based on the basis of performance it delivers in its end-use applications. There are many other definitions for it as explained in the slides. In the context of sustainable development, a functional unit refers to a quantifiable measure or reference point that serves as a base for evaluating the environmental, social, and economic impacts of a product, process, or service over its entire life cycle. It is a fundamental concept in life cycle assessment (LCA), which is a method used to assess the environmental performance of various activities and systems. The functional unit acts as a benchmark against which different alternatives can be compared in terms of their sustainability. It allows for standardized comparisons even when the alternatives might have different sizes, compositions, or durations. By defining a clear functional unit, it becomes possible to assess the relative impacts of different choices and identify areas for improvement. For example, consider the production of paper. The functional unit can be defined as 1 ton of paper produced. Functional unit provides a standardized measure that allows you to compare the environmental, social, and economic impacts of producing 1 ton of paper using different methods, technologies, and materials. In summary, the functional unit in sustainable development and life cycle assessment is a crucial element that enables the quantification and comparison of impacts associated with different alternatives, promoting more informed decision making and identification of more sustainable options. When focusing on the reasons why we selected to use 1 kilogram as a functional unit in the product of desiccated coconut, the reason was that desiccated coconut is solid, and the most convenient way to measure it is by using 1 kilo. It cannot be measured by using 1 liter or 1 cubic meter. Also, the functional unit has been 1 kilo for desiccated coconut is necessary because it is based on their common use, such as the quantity of coconut meat, water, or oil they contain, or some other relevant metric. The examples of how functional unit affects the production of desiccated coconut can be mentioned as follows. Raw materials for input. 0.10 to 0.13 kilowatt hours of electrical energy to produce 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut. 2.13 to 2.65 kilowatt hours of thermal energy to produce 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut in modernized desiccated coconut factories. Average around 6.46 kilowatt hours of thermal energy to produce 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut in traditional mills. Environmental pollution as the output. 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut releases 3.27 kilograms of carbon dioxide in traditional mills and 0.28 kilograms in modernized mills. 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut releases 0.47 kilograms of carbon monoxide in traditional mills and 0.0028 kilograms in modernized mills. 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut releases 0.005 kilograms of sulfur dioxide in traditional meals and 0.002 kilograms in modernized meals. 1 kilogram of desiccated coconut releases 0.002 kilograms of nitrogen dioxide in traditional meals, and there are no releasing or emission of nitrogen dioxide in modernized meals. So thank you, and I will be passing on the presentation to Kasun to continue with.
Thank you, Kavishka. I'm going to present input and outputs after the manufacturing process belong to the fourth task. Desiccated coconut is used for various types of food products. Various byproducts are produced in the production of desiccated coconut and in their consumption. I have divided this step into two main parts for each to explain. The first one is waste management and the second one is use stage. Let's look at waste management. Let's take coconut shells as the first byproduct. Many people think that coconut shells are not imported. Therefore, coconut shells are thrown away as waste. But very important substance can be produced from coconut shells. For example, biofuels, active carbon, and handicraft. First one is biofuel. Biofuel can be produced from coconut shells. They can be used as energy. It will be a very cost-effective waste management. Next output is active carbon. Active carbon can be produced from coconut shells. Activated carbon is used for purify water, purify air, and disinfect. Then handicrafts made from coconut shells are very popular in Sri Lanka. It is also done by many self-employed. Handicraft from coconut shell is a successful waste management. Next, let's see the products made by coconut testa. After the removing the coconut husk, coconut testa remain. This is mainly used to produce coconut oil. Coconut oil is produced using desiccated coconut testa as a waste material in the production of desiccated coconut. As it is expensive to use coconut meat for the production of coconut oil, therefore the production of the coconut oil from coconut testa is very useful. Next one is coconut water. After the removing testa, coconut water is removed. They are used to make various beverages such as minty detox, citrus orange, and many more. So we can use coconut water very effectively. Then coke can be obtained from the husk left after the coconut shelling. They make various products. For example, brooms, brushes, ropes, and other products. Next one is processing waste. Unusable parts of the desiccated coconut can be composted and used as animal feed. Good income can be obtained by the product made from that waste. The input under the stage is desiccated coconut. Desiccated coconut is mainly used in bakery products. Apart from that, they make many delicious food products, including cakes, chocolate, ice creams. Our presentation is finished. Thank you, everyone. Do you have any questions? Finally, these are our references. So thank you for listening. Have a nice day.